Hiya! Welcome back to Form and Function! That's right, this series ain't dead yet. I took a tiny little break, not too long. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much, but it's official. We are back on the server, and we are back to, at least hopefully, being consistent with uploading. So thank you if you're still here. Thank you for sticking around, waiting for me. Things got really hectic between getting sick, having school, finals, and then the holidays, and it's been a lot. So the goal of this episode is to kind of ease back into things a little bit. I have a few clips that I recorded with Shu, some of which was way back in October. Um So we'll show some of that off, and we're just gonna do a nice easy build in this forest. So basically, I want to build a little house right here. More specifically, it's gonna be a shop of sorts. I don't know why I'm being vague about it. It's in the thumbnail. We're gonna build a potion shop here. And I think it's gonna fit here. It's gonna be a little bit wider than the two here, but a little bit narrower, so it should fit in pretty well. And then that'll leave us some room to maybe build a couple more custom trees around it. Learned my lesson. I'm doing the trees after I do the building, as opposed to trying to squeeze this whole thing in between these trees. I finally have like a more solid idea of what I want this area to look like. So we're going to be spending quite a bit more time here, actually. The nice thing about not logging onto the server is it gave my mind plenty of time to think. So I am going to make this whole area like a really deep valley. So we already have a lot of natural hill here and a little bit on this side, but I want to expand that and make it a lot more noticeable. And so that way this whole area is really enclosed in, well, a valley. Making it all the more mysterious when you might wander upon it. I really want this build to look really good at nighttime. So another thing I'm gonna have to do at some point is go around and replace all of these torches with a much dimmer form of light, because that way it really gets spooky, and we'll have a lot more alleys flying around and a lot more mystery spirit grass and spirit portal things. I'm really excited for this area. I was going to build a Christmas tree in this episode, in this little area, because, I mean, green, red, it's basically a Christmas village, but it's not. It's a spooky ghost village, I promise. But it's a teeny bit late for that. So just imagine we had a whole Christmas special and everything. We all got dressed up and it was super cozy and nice, and there was Christmas decorations everywhere. Just use your imagination. That totally happened, for real. But anyways, from a couple weeks ago, Shu asked me along to help him out with a little project he was working on, more specifically for a gold farm. I came and helped, and I was extremely helpful.
Follow the torches.
I'm following the Shu.
Oh, okay, that works too. Ta-da! Oh.
Pathetic. Oh. Do you have minecarts or something?
Not right now.
Okay. Are you gonna drop the gold like all the way down, or bring them up there?
I'm gonna bring them up there. Actually, boats are probably easier, huh?
I think boats, and then we lead them up there.
I forgot about leading.
Look in the shulker box. I have leads.
I wonder how you got them.
Oh, you know, I crafted them.
Honestly, having two of us here is going to make it harder.
Well,
because we both have to be far away from it for them to start spawning.
Well, we're both capable of moving.
No, they're going in the boats.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait.
What?
I didn't he has fire aspect. He has fire aspect. They're going to start attacking you now, too.
Okay, but I'm not a
Oh, wait, I
coward.
can just put them in boats.
I am low on food. I spent so much time getting you a bunch of food, and then I didn't get myself any.
Did you not get yourself any? Do you need some?
I have 2 steak to my name right now.
Oh my gosh. So you gave yourself nothing, but you gave me a literal shulker box.
Maybe. Whee! This is so trippy.
I know. Nothing.
I'm gonna move. That's embarrassing.
In your inventory.
Oh god, I'm at spawn and that skeleton did half my health with— oh god, there's 2 babies and a witch! Ah! That was—
Actually, what do you have? Like, what, is there anything I would want?
I mean, if you want to steal my tools.
I guess I could take these golden carrots. That's pretty useful.
Now, wait a minute.
Okay, I'm distracting the piglin.
Perfect. Where are my boots?
I don't have them. Oh, he's wearing them.
Oh no, I should eat.
Can't believe you.
Well, you know what? We'll just— thank you. My booty-ons.
Yeah, so, pro tip, don't die. There's yours.
Oh,
back.
there's 2!
Oh.
Oh, this is perfect, and they don't have crossbows.
Yep. A
Goobers.
good start.
Goobers. I just realized we should call them Goober, not Goobers. Are you excited for the new biome?
Eh. Oh, he's just spawned. And it's all zombies.
No, they're not. They're all piglins.
Are they all just normal piglins?
They're
They
all
look like zombified.
piglins. There's
Whack.
3 piglins.
It must have been because of the
No.
hitboxes. There we go. Sorry, child. Okay, so we're up to 5?
Yes.
Okay. I think we have enough, actually. Well, 5 piglins, 6 gold per minute is 5 times 10, which is 50. So they'll require 3,000 gold an hour to run nonstop.
That's a lot of gold.
Actually, well, and that's not enough that we're not generating that much. So.
All right.
That'll be a little weird, but it should be fine.
Do you need a bit of flux capacitor somewhere in this?
No.
Oh.
What
about a flibbity flubiter?
No, I don't need that either.
Well, those are the only redstone things I know how to do.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. Hi, goobers.
They're not your friends.
Does anyone here want to play Yahtzee with me? You know what?
There. Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, 2 in. Oh. Honestly. No, that works. That actually worked better.
Guess this is better than playing Yahtzee with me.
Much.
That's so sad.
Okay. Well, we got it done.
Yay! This was definitely a 2-person job.
This was extremely a 2-person job. I don't think I could have done it without you.
I know. Let me just stretch after a long day of work. Alright. I'll see you in a month.
Alright. Bye.
Well, that was just a ton of fun. I always love it when I get to hang out with Shu for a little bit. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and just hop straight into a time lapse. I want to build a potion shop, and I have a pretty fun idea for one, so let's hit it. So that time lapse was a little bit janky. You see, my internet went out like twice during the time lapse, and eventually I was just like, you know what? Screw it. Good enough, and I'll just do all of the finer details off the time lapse. And so we're left with this. And I am so happy with how this turned out. I think it fits in so well. And honestly, it's probably my favorite house that I've built on the server so far. I added little bits of glass coming out of a bunch of chimneys to give like the impression of like a smoke or like bubbles coming out. You know, because the potion brewer in here is brewing a bunch of potions. The back is pretty basic. I just popped in a couple of very helpful windows, as you can see. And here's the back. And I also really like this little potion bottle hanging off the side there. I think it just adds a little bit of extra charm to this whole building. I did also go ahead and connect the path up. And yeah, the interior is not done yet. I'm going to get to work on that. And eventually, Shu said he would be willing to build an automatic potion brewer somewhere in probably the basement of here. So when I do the interior, I'm going to make sure I have a nice stairwell going down there so he can do that. And the rest of the room will just be decorated for pure aesthetic purposes. And basically, I want to, when designing this interior, I want to make sure that there is a reason all of these colorful bubbles or smoke is coming out there. I also got another dog. Here's Barkturus. He's still doing great. I love him. But while I was building, there was like a skeleton that tried to kill me, and then this dog came out of nowhere and started attacking him. The skeleton dropped 2 bones, and then I used the 2 bones, and so now we have a new pupper. So if you have any name ideas, please let me know. If possible, make it a pun, because Barkturus is obviously a pun named after a star. So yeah. Now, we need to talk about lighting. This village is supposed to be really dark and spooky, but we still need to prevent these things from spawning. So there's a couple tricks I want to employ. Mainly, first off, I want to use soul lanterns instead of regular lanterns. For one, lanterns are so much just brighter, and these give off a much dimmer light, but they also just fit in better with the whole theme and color scheme. Because I have a bunch of bluey windows here and there, and obviously the alleys, so they just work better, just overall. The next strategy I want to employ is I've already kind of started replacing any, like, thing like this with a soul torch instead of a regular torch. And we're also going to use glow lichen. So in anywhere there's like a dark spot, I'm just gonna put a bit of glow lichen because it's very hard to see and it gives off a very soft light, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I wish it could just be perfectly dark and but unfortunately that is not how Minecraft works. So anywhere I can, I'm gonna try and use mushrooms as well. Because the cool thing about mushrooms is they actually give off a light level of 1, so nothing can spawn on any block that has mushrooms. So if there's a place like on this tree here, instead of having— oh gosh, I kind of forgot about you. So instead of having this tree be dangerous and mob deadly, we can use a mixture of glow lichen and some brown mushrooms to give off a tiny bit of light. So I'm gonna go around, and anywhere there's a— oh, something happened here. Anywhere there's a dark spot, I'm gonna replace it with glow lichen and get rid of all of this torch spam while still keeping it safe. And anytime I see a mob spawn, I'm just gonna light it up more and more. And hopefully, eventually, this will give the sort of soft, spooky light that I am looking for. It works especially great on the pathways because you can barely see it. Yeah, I can see why there is some spawning happening up here. I know there's like a mod or data pack or something that allows you to like press a button and it'll show you the light levels of everything, but I do not currently have that, so we're just doing this the hard way. AKA going around hitting F3 and making sure that there's no place like this where mobs can spawn. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the trees glowing, but the only alternative is I could also put carpet and mushrooms up there. Let me see what that looks like actually. I want to see what the mushrooms look like, but I also forgot that buttons do prevent spawning. So theoretically, we can just button up all of the branches and nothing will be able to spawn. And yeah, you can't even see those really even while you're up in the tree. So this is perfect. So hopefully this will prevent any future monsters from spawning in the actual village. Anyways, there is one other thing I wanted to show off, because way back in Halloween, so on Halloween, some mobs have the very low chance of spawning with pumpkin heads on them, and some of them also spawn with jack-o'-lanterns. So on Halloween, me and Shu ended up going around and collected a bunch of different zombies and skeletons and with the jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. So if you see one of these random dudes in the world, that's where. I have since lost the footage for that, unfortunately. The recording was a bit scuffed anyways, so it's not too much of a bummer, but I think Shu did upload his half of the footage if you are interested in seeing what we got up to. But yeah, Shu went ahead and got us some jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin wither skeletons. I think this one's the jack-o'-lantern. Very cool. I don't know what we're gonna use them for, but hey, they exist now. And I'm not gonna lie, there's also zombie piglins somewhere that I got, but I don't remember where they are, and I'm sure they're around somewhere. But oh, look at how beautiful our little village is turning out to be when flying in. I am so excited to get back to terraforming, and for now, I am gonna go ahead and do a little bit of an interior. So let's go ahead and close this door and open it to a beautiful potion shop interior, if I do say so myself. I really wanted to capture the vibe of those like potion shops you see in video games where there's just clutter all over the place. Like potions lining the walls, like everywhere you look you feel like you're gonna knock something valuable over, and I think I did a pretty good job with this. Back here you can have like a little counter where someone could be selling some goods, and I also left a little trap door so that way we can eventually get into the basement for Shu's potion farm in the future. But there's so many like little details And I need a name for the shop as well. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And yeah, I'll take a look at those. Back here we have a little cauldron area where our potion brewer, well, brews their potions right up, and I have a tiny bit of glass poking out there to kind of hint at some color up above, as well as some pipes seemingly going all over the place, which again makes sense for the chimneys above. And I don't know if it's getting nighttime anytime soon, but at night it gets so dark and spooky in here. All mob safe, of course, but it's such a different atmosphere at night and I love it. I still need to get some books and stuff, but yeah, and up here once again more stuff where chimneys and colorful cauldrons. And yeah, let me know what you think. I did a little tiny bit of armor stand work. Nothing too fancy, but I think it just makes it adds a little something to it. I might add more potions up there, but I'll actually have to brew some of those before I can do that. But yeah, I think with that, I am satisfied with calling this episode here. Thanks for watching. Once again, I'm sorry for the really big gap in between episodes, and hopefully I'll be a lot more consistent from now on. So, stick around if you're still enjoying this world, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!